What we want to do this morning is to establish if we've got enough water to reach up to the tank that we want to put into the field. But before we start, we want to make sure we have enough water pressure to get the water up there. So we have a water supply here. We're just going to connect a hose to it, turn the water on, and then see if it comes out the other end to the height that we need for water to flow into the tank.
So now we're going to demonstrate to you guys how to measure the flow of water, or the flow rate. So we'll set our timer to 1 minute, start the water flow, and when it comes out of this end, we'll catch how much water comes out in 1 minute and measure that in gallons, and then we can calculate out our gallons per minute. So another thing to note, the reason why we lifted up the pail in our demonstration was because our supply tank has an inlet that is raised up or it's elevated. So we want to make sure we have enough pressure to get it into the inlet so that we can actually fill the tank.
What we're going to do now is just check the diameter of the outlet of the tank so we can order the correct size valve. So we've got here 50 millimeter diameter hole.
Okay, and the reason that this is a 3-foot block is because you don't only measure one side, you measure both sides and the ends. So you account for the 2 inches here, 2 inches here, and then both sides. So one complete wrap of the string is 3 feet.
So we finally got all our measurements that we needed to take. The amount of pipe we need, types of pipe, T-pieces, all the plumbing that we need to fit in to run our drip line from our tank down to our trees. So now it's just a matter of ordering the stuff and then building a plinth to put the tank on, and then assembling the pipes and then testing it. It should work. And the first thing we're going to do now is we're going to build a plinth. We've got the rocks in a circle here. We're going to cement them in and fill that up and put a plinth. That's so we've got a firm level place to mount our tank. That blank tank over there is going to go on top, and then from there we'll pipe water in and run pipes to run our drip lines down to our trees. We've made a circle of stones, slightly bigger than the diameter of the tank. We've cemented them together and we've started filling the inside of it. We'll continue to fill it with rubble and smooth it over, and we'll top it with a concrete deck at the end. Okay, so we've made good progress with our tank. We've completed the slab. The final thing that we did with the slab was we just put a thin, smooth layer of cement on. We didn't want any stones protruding from the cement work that over time might puncture the plastic tank with the weight of the water on it. So we've got the tank in position, and you can see we've piped it up. This thin pipe here is our inlet. The tank's busy filling at the moment. And then we've got our outlet pipe here, all set and in position. What we're going to do next is we're going to open up a trench along here, put a thick 1.5 inch pipe to make a manifold, and then from that we'll run our drip lines down to our trees. We've laid a manifold in the ground here to run the drip lines off, and we've run the drip lines down the length of our field, flowing downslope, and we've checked the drip lines. We turned the water on to check that they were dripping, the holes were in the correct place, right by the trees, individual trees, and that in fact that they were flowing. We picked up a couple of small leaks which we repaired, and so we've gone ahead and we've buried the drip lines so that when we move in here or we work in the field that they won't get damaged. The lines come up at the base of the tree and then they go back underground again, only deep enough just to avoid getting damaged if we come in here with a mower to mow grass or do sort of tidying up work in our agroforestry field.
I think about how these trees can survive for a short amount of time if there's not water, but they won't survive well, they won't thrive. And I think for people as well, that's important. And we don't only need physical water to survive, we need spiritual water. In the Bible it says that Jesus is the living water. If we drink from Him, we'll never be thirsty again. Just as these drip lines are connected to the source of water, it's just like God. And in order for us to get a sustaining source of water, we have to be connected to the source. What makes this method of watering different is it's not a one-time overabundance of water, it's a constant, persistent flow. As it's dripping, it's giving the perfect amount of nutrients, but God's always there. He's always providing for us, just like these trees. And eventually, they grow into beautiful, abundant trees. And so will we, if we're connected to the source.